This past week, we've seen the Trump administration sue legacy media companies. We've seen members of the administration or people close to the administration who are part of the Heritage Foundation or Project 2025 talk about going after legacy media, going after citizens for talking about their opinions, and really just a blatant attack on free speech. It's terrifying to me as a citizen who likes to talk all the time on the internet about my opinions and feelings about this current administration and democracy. How do we make sure as Democrats that we have a space to continue to talk about our values, our policies, our work, without the fear of being silenced, fired from our jobs, like so many things that are being threatened right now?
It's Haley on the Hill. Come with me as I take your questions to the halls of Congress every Tuesday.
Well, you never back down, right? That's rule number one. If you believe in something and in your core, and you're willing to fight for it, just don't ever back down. And we just keep doing what we're doing. And if we end up in court, we end up in court. But this is one just a horrific reaction to a horrific event, right? The assassination of Charlie Kirk was awful, and the fact that so many people saw it, it's just not something we're supposed to see. And so it's been an emotional few days. And instead of bringing us together, leaders are supposed to bring people together and lift us up and appeal to our better angels, right? It's supposed to be about, having more compassion and grace and kindness and strengthening what we do together, right? Including debate and speech. And for them to use this to crack down on what essentially is their political opposition is what authoritarian governments and authoritarian leaders do. And Americans don't like it. Republicans don't like it. Democrats don't like it. Independents don't like it. It's just not. It's not who we are. What's core to who we are as Americans is, among other things, free speech, and them trying to crack down on it is going to backfire.
I hope it backfires. I completely agree. Americans don't like it. You talked about, leadership should preach unity, but you also talked about how we have to be true to our values, true to what we stand for. How do we make sure our values even get out there? When you said, we all watched this really horrific assassination take place, and it is ingrained in my brain, but it was a choice by the tech companies to allow those videos to be existent on our algorithms, to remain on the algorithms.
Pushed onto our phones. I didn't watch it. I got off social media a couple months ago, and it's the best.
Don't tell them that. It's my job. Watch me.
but also watch me. Like, we post. So don't get off. Just only watch us, or just pick 5 people, including the 2 of us. But get off Twitter, or
100%.
and really work your algorithm. But the algorithm pushed it onto people's phones, including my 15-year-old daughter, who did not want to see it, was not searching for something like that. It just was on her phone. Now, she's struggling with me being in D.C. this week in a way that she never has. She's almost 16 years old, but she's struggling because she can't get that image out of her head either. And I just want to go home because my daughter is sad, right? It's personal, and every parent, I think, has these experiences where they're like, I probably need to take this away from my kid, which sucks because there's a lot of good stuff on there, but they have chosen an algorithm, and I think as a result, they have given up their protections from litigation because now they're deciding what goes on their platforms, and I think you're going to start to see lawsuits hopefully make their way into courtrooms because until Congress acts, the only thing we have to fix this is litigation, and it really does need to change because what they're doing with the algorithms is making us worse and less healthy, more dangerous, less safe. I mean, it is an accelerant for all this terrible stuff, and we have the capacity to fix it.
I'm sorry that this is impacting your family that way. I think the algorithm has had so many negative impacts on so many people, and especially our ability to get our message across. We don't own the algorithm. It is proven to reward divisiveness. They push that out for a reason, that type of content. How can we at this time period sort of break through and make sure that our values, our messaging are being heard by people on a platform that we don't control when legacy media is being attacked all the time?
I don't have a great answer I don't have a great answer because it does reward conflict. And I think that's, obviously fighting for your convictions is really important, but that's not what it rewards. It doesn't reward somebody standing up and saying, here's what I believe in, and this is what I care about, and here's why you should care about it. It rewards conflict, people fighting. And I don't think that's healthy for us. I mean, obviously, debate is great. I love debate, but that's not what the algorithm is supporting. So I think we keep doing as many things as possible, right? And seeing what sticks. Like you have figured it out. Like you're getting more and more viewers, and others like you are seeing their viewership go up. Sometimes it skyrockets, sometimes it's just incremental, but it is moving up. I do think more and more people are heading to people like you, not just to get their news, because they get their news from you and other places, but to get content, like to understand the news. Like it's nice to have this kind of content where it's like, oh, I would like to know a little bit more, and they're getting it from people that they trust, and they trust you. They've built a relationship with you, and I just think you keep doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.